Hello and welcome to Smile English Stories, where you can listen to English spoken in lots of different contexts. But you need to hit the bell if you want to get a notification. If I speak too slowly or quickly, you can change the speed in YouTube. Summer is coming. I know that summer is coming when I have an enormous flower, a gigantic flower on my yucca plant. The days are getting longer and longer, and the nights are getting shorter and shorter. And it's going dark later and later in the evening. On the 20th of June this year, summer will be here. It will be the longest day and the shortest night of the year. And we call it the summer solstice. If you look down on the globe, you will see the Arctic Circle. In the Arctic Circle, in the summer, it never goes dark. There is no sunset. It is always light. This week, I have a story from Scandinavia. I have a story about light, but about dark. A story about a wolf. Before I tell you the story, I wanted to thank a very talented young lady, Alice, for the wolf pictures. If you want to see more of Alice's pictures, you can visit her Instagram account at @MEJORAR__. I come from the northwest of England, and in the northeast of England there is a very pretty little town. Its name is York. From 866 to 954 AD, that means Anno Domini, or after Jesus was born, the Vikings lived in York. They came from Scandinavia and they called York Jorvik. Jorvik was the capital of Viking England. And I will tell you about Jorvik, in another video. At the end of the 10th century, in the late 10th century, England was changing from a mainly pagan country to a mainly Christian country. The Vikings were traditionally pagans. They thought that a lot of gods and goddesses existed. They believed in a lot of gods and goddesses. You probably know Odin, the king of the gods, or Thor, the god of thunder and lightning, or Tyr, the god of wisdom, or Loki, the mischievous god. The Norse gods lived in Asgard, one of the 9 worlds attached to the world tree in the Norse Universe. The Vikings had a lot of stories to tell their children, and one of their favorite stories was the story of a wolf. His name was Fenrir. Loki, the mischievous god, had 3 children. The first was a serpent, a huge monster, like a snake. His name was Jörmungand. That's difficult. The second was half god and half giantess. She was called Hel. And the third was the wolf, Fenrir. Odin had a problem. Not just a little problem, a big problem.
Uh-oh, stinky.
One day, Odin went to see a lady. Who was a prophet. A prophet knows the future. And the prophet said to Odin, in the future there will be 3 long winters. There will be no sun. It will be night. All the time. There will be no day. It will be dark. There will be no food, nothing to eat. And the people will be angry. And the people will fight. And the world tree will tremble. And hell will cause a problem between the gods. And the big serpent, Jörmungand, will poison everybody with his venom. And Fenrir, the wolf, will eat everybody. And the giants will walk over the bridge like a rainbow to fight the gods. And a lot of the gods will vanish. They will disappear. They will die.
Oh well.
This time will be called Ragnarok, the end of the gods, the fate of the gods, the gods' destiny. Odin said to Loki, Loki, we have a problem. Your children are going to be dangerous. We need to do something. We need protection from your children. So the gods went to find the serpent. The serpent was on a cliff. So they threw the serpent into the sea. The serpent was just a baby, but the serpent grew bigger and bigger and bigger and went all the way round Midgard. Then they went to find Hel, and they sent Hel down to Helheim to look after the dead people. But the most dangerous of Loki's children was Fenrir, the wolf. Fenrir was only a baby, but he was getting bigger and bigger and bigger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Odin said to the gods, "We must bring Fenrir to Asgard. We must bring Fenrir to Asgard where we can watch Fenrir." So Fenrir went to Asgard. The gods were getting more and more scared of Fenrir because he was getting very big. Only Thor, the god of justice, was not scared. Only Thor gave food to Fenrir. Because the gods were scared of Fenrir, they were not good to Fenrir. So Fenrir started not to like the gods. He started to hate the gods. And he became more and more ferocious. So one day, Odin said, "I think we need to attach Fenrir. We need to attach Fenrir for our protection. I think we need to attach Fenrir to a big rock, an enormous rock." So the gods brought a chain to chain Fenrir. Odin said, "Fenrir, put the chain on." Fenrir said, "You must be joking. You want me to put the chain on? You cannot be serious." Odin said, "Yes, it's a game. If you put the chain on, you can show all the gods and all the people how strong you are." So the gods put the chain around Fenrir's legs. And the wolf moved his legs, and because he was so strong, the chain came off. No problem. So the gods brought another chain. The second chain was bigger and stronger and thicker than the first chain. Odin said, "Fenrir, put this chain on. If you put this chain on, you can show all the gods and all the people really how strong you are." So the gods put the chain around Fenrir's legs. Fenrir moved his legs and fought with the chain, and the chain broke and came off the wolf. No problem. Odin said to the gods, "We have a problem. We need something stronger. Fenrir is too strong for the chains." So they sent a messenger to Svartalheim, where the little men, the dwarfs, lived. Dwarfs are magic. They can make magic things. So they made a very strong magic ribbon to attach Fenrir. The ribbon was made of strange things, things that didn't exist, or things that were difficult to get, difficult to have. It was made with the sound of a cat's footsteps. It was made with a woman's beard.
Really?
It was made with a bear's ligaments. Imagine a bear wanting to give his ligaments. It was made with the roots of a mountain. It was made with the breath of a fish. You can't breathe in water. And it was made with the spit of a bird. Very strange. The ribbon was very soft, and the ribbon was very strong. The messenger took the ribbon to the gods, and the gods took Fenrir to a lake on an island. And by the lake, they said to Fenrir, "Put the ribbon around your legs." Fenrir said, "I think your ribbon is too fine. It must be magic. I will not put your ribbon on. If you want to show me it's not a trick, then put your hand in my mouth to show me you trust me." The gods had a problem. They didn't want to put their hand in Fenrir's mouth. But Tyr said he was not scared. So Tyr put his hand in Fenrir's mouth. And Fenrir put the ribbon around his legs. Fenrir tried to get the ribbon off, but the ribbon was very strong, and the ribbon got tighter and tighter around his legs. And Fenrir panicked, and he bit Tyr's arm off. Tyr had one hand, but Fenrir was attached, and the gods attached Fenrir to a big rock on the island. Fenrir howled, "Oh!" and he cried, but he could not move. The Old Norse story is very dark because a long time later, Ragnarok did happen. The giants and the gods fought, and a lot of the gods vanished. They disappeared.
Bye-bye.
Fenrir broke the ribbon, and he ate everything. He even ate Odin, the boss of the gods. But then the Vikings wanted to believe in something more positive. So they started to believe in a new green world after Ragnarok, with a new sun and a new leader. Oh no! I think Thor is sending a storm. If you want to like my video, do it quickly before the storm comes. And if he is not too unhappy, I'll see you next week for another summer video.